Hey guys, Tony George, DocSports.com, Thursday update. Welcome Major League Baseball opening day today. Got a little memorabilia out here for you. My father-in-law, who's been very ill lately, gave me this. It's my favorite vintage Jim Beam. He got this in 1969 for baseball's 100th anniversary. That makes this, 40-some years old? 48 years old today, or whatever it is, 69 to 18. What is that? 31 plus, yeah. About 50 years old this thing is. Memorabilia celebrating the 100th anniversary of professional Major League Baseball. So I thought I'd pull this out. He gave this to me a couple weeks ago. So that's a cool little keepsake there from, too bad it's not full of Jim Beam, but welcome Major League Baseball today. I'm going to give you a free Major League Baseball totals play and an NBA play, just throwing in the Major League Baseball play for craps and giggles, as I don't put out any Major League Baseball selections for the first couple of weeks. Done a lot of homework on this, a lot of scouting reports from, Arizona and all that, and looking at these teams and season win totals and all these different things, but I like the pitching rotations to go through at least once, and I like to have some stats to work off of. It's the same thing beginning of the NBA season. Same faces, different places. So you want to see how they kind of react and gel and get off, what kind of start they get off to, and not play Russian roulette with a bankroll so much. 2-0 sweep yesterday in the NBA. Another winner on the Clippers last night, laid it on the road in a must-win deal. They covered. And, of course, your free play on Brooklyn won as well. Needed a free play winner, dropped 2 or 3 in a row there. So getting back on the bandwagon. Also, we've been doing some of the guys at Docs have been doing some live chats on the YouTube. I jumped on and watched Mike Davis yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and do a weekly live chat, live stream on Facebook beginning next week. Probably going to do it. We're going to do it, right before the NBA playoffs and kind of concentrate on the NBA playoffs, Too much speculation in Major League Baseball right now to give you meat and potatoes on that. But we're going to do some live chats, live streams here where you can ask questions. Those haters out there that put out hate on those, I'll delete those off there. But those of you that want to interact and ask questions about series prices and games and my takes on the NBA, I thought it'd be nice to have a, live discussion like for a half hour. Do that here in a couple of weeks. We'll go ahead and keep you updated on that, building up the back end so we can do that. So that's upcoming Major League Baseball. We'll get to package prices. They had a great first half last year and sucked the second half. As I came over to Docs, I don't know whether it was just what it was, but looking forward to a great year this year, Major League Baseball, finishing strong in the NBA, plus 26 units. My last 10 cards, a doubleheader in the NBA tonight. This is an all totals Thursday. Totals play, NIT championship game, Penn State, Utah. 2 totals plays, NBA action tonight. 6-unit card, a 4-unit, and a 2-unit bonus play. So I'm going to go all totals tonight. Click the link below. NHL puck line play tonight. Good value on this play as well. So get over to Docs, get yourself some winners. Quickly in Major League Baseball here, I was going to go to the Kansas City White Sox home opener here in Kansas City today, mid-afternoon. I just looked out the window. Kind of crappy rain, cold. Not really rain, but drizzly, overcast. Wind really not a factor. You got Danny Duffy, who was very good at home last year for Kansas City, laying a $136 against Jamie Shields. Chicago's still going to scrape the bottom of the barrel here in this division. I'm not going to lay 136, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game. Duffy's pretty stout at home, and Chicago can't hit the ball. A lot of these early games, you want to, anytime you get, run the totals over 7.5, 8, you want to look to take unders right away. It takes teams a little bit to get going here. I'm pretty safe in assuming. I just give you a small lean on the under 8.5 Kansas City. I could easily see 4-2 game here or less, 3-1. Either way, I'd lean Kansas City, but losing Salvi for 6 weeks, strained an MCL, picking up baggage on the steps and missed a step. Brutal. It's a big hit for Kansas City early out of the gate, losing him. He's a great player, great catcher. So I'd lean under there. Let's talk about Detroit, Washington, the official free play in the NBA tonight. The near pick-em ball game. You might even catch Detroit catching a point at home here. I'm going to go contrarian here. They're begging you to take Washington. Begging you. They're 1-3 their last 4. They got all this, distraction. Was John Wall going to come back today? Is he not going to come back today? It's going to be announced later today, blah, blah, blah. You're on the road. You got all this going on. I don't like it. Detroit 4-1. Their only loss their last 5 games was a 4-point overtime loss to Houston. Impressive. Play the role of a spoiler. They're in 9th place. Washington's sitting, I believe, 6th in the playoff. But, Detroit's too many games out, in my opinion. But they're still playing hard. They're playing very well. Their last 4 home games are 3-1. And the only game they lost was a 2-point overtime loss to Toronto, who's been red hot. So I'm going to go contrarian. I'm going to go ahead and take the unlikely choice. The Detroit Pistons, plus a point tonight. Maybe it down to a pick 'em. Get on this early for your official free play here. Tony George, DocSports.com, doubleheader, tearing up the NBA. And, of course, NHL action and college basketball action. Totals play, in my opinion, is the only way to look in the NIT championship. Up to 4.5 now with Penn State over Utah. Penn State's had a lot of momentum coming into here, and it carried over into the first game. They put it to, a good Mississippi State team. So I just don't like laying that many points in the championship game. Just Utah looked pretty good beating up Western Kentucky. So I'm going to stay away from the side, but totals play solid. Come on, Doc Sports.